Welcome to the test printer assembly guide. Let's start with the frame and removing all the supports from the printing. You can use any type of sharp object. In my case, I'm using the dull knife. Be sure to remove all the residue from the supports, otherwise your top side of the printer will not assemble correctly. Let's continue with the base of the top parts. Also on the bottom side I'm used supports, and easiest way to remove them, just punch them through the hole and remove the rest from the back side of the test printer. It doesn't really matter how the hole looks like, because it will be covered with a bolt. Test the visual appearance of the parts. Everything should be printed correctly, and especially these slots. They should slide together without really hard tension and lock the top parts together even without the bolts. Lock two parts together and test the visual appearance. They should be the same size and actually hold together. On that we will continue with the paper base, and here we just need to remove the magnet hole from the bottom for the positioning. You can print everything without supports, but for better quality and the surface of the magnet connection, it's much better to print with it. And after you finalize the whole procedures for the base, also now you have four main parts of the test printer on your table. And the last part is the doors. Best way to remove the supports from the doors is using a fixed dull knife. And now it's the time for test assembly. Put the doors from the bottom side of the test printer and make sure you put them from the bottom, because you have here the notches and they will actually prevent you to putting the doors from the top. Make sure all the doors slides well and you have no mechanical problems with the doors. And now you can put the top part and lock it. And to lock it, you need to slide it from the side. And now let's test mechanical doors. They should slide freely and have no mechanical problems whatsoever. Check rest of the mechanics of the test printer, if it locks in the paper base and also if it slides on the main base. These slots on top should lock correctly without any problems and do not create the tightness on the top part of the test printer. Make sure that everything is printed with a tolerance, and now let's install the magnets. For that you need to use any type of glue. In my case I'm using T7000. It's kind of a rubberish type of glue which will help to prevent magnets from falling down. Theoretically it's not necessary step, but just in case I use it for better quality. Choose the direction of the magnets. It's a press fit in the holes and sometimes it can be a little bit too tight. Use the same orientation of the magnets in each hole. Finally, locate the magnets with the same orientation in the end holes and check orientation by magnetic attachment for the first magnet. When all four of them installed, you need to push all the magnets up to the bottom. For that, you actually need some tool. In my case, it's just a metal rod, and I slam the magnets up to the depth, and it should basically and stop in the bottom of the test printer frame. You can also check if all magnets is seated correctly. They should be a little bit below the surface of the print. And now let's continue with the magnets and installing the doors. Magnetize the stack of the magnets, put the glue on the door, and this will help you to have the same orientation of the magnets and the doors. For that you need to take the door and just put it in the same orientation that you have here on the picture and push the magnet in the hole. When you remove it, you will have a magnet in the hole with the proper orientation and polarity. And do the same for the all doors and for the all holes in the doors. If the door magnet doesn't sit properly, also apply some force to push it inside the hole and to make it a little bit below the surface. Make sure that you assembled everything correctly, and after that, repeat the same operation for the all doors. And now it's time to put the top frame and lock the main frame of the test printer. To lock it up, you need to place it and press with the two fingers in the middle and slide it to the notches. When you have all magnets assembled, check the appearance of the printer, because after that we will lock it with the bolts. Check all the doors if they move freely and clicks well. The next step to lock the top part, and using these decorative bolts. You can find them in the manual, and you can also purchase them online. Put the bolts in the slots and screw it down with a plastic tool. Now we have a top part of the test printer ready, and test all the functions and appearance. The next step to make the base magnetically attached to the top side, and make sure that you select the proper orientation of the magnets by magnetizing them to the base of the main frame. Put the magnets in the holes and repeat the operation what we discussed before. Push all the magnets up to the down. They should be a little bit below the surface of the print. And on the bottom side, apply the glue. But here you need to keep in mind that you rotate the base, and now orientation of the magnets is actually the same as you see here on the picture. So don't rush and make sure that you choose proper orientation of each magnet and apply the magnets correctly. It's quite crucial for function of the test printer, and it will be quite hard to disassemble it and remove the magnets. Now paper frame is attached magnetically to the top, and you have the main function of the test printer. Locate the magnet on the bottom side and apply the glue in the main base and put all the magnets in the holes with the proper orientation to make proper indication for the magnetic location of the top frame. Check orientation of the magnets once in a while, especially if you're not sure, and press the rest of the magnets in the slots. After work is finished, push the magnets a little bit below the surface of the test printer, and now when you have everything assembled, test if it slides correctly, and you can feel the magnetic attraction on the proper positions of the test printer. You can check it with the indicators on the front side, and the main one should show the number and the slot corresponding to the opening. And now it's a final step with the assembly. If everything works correctly, you should put the magnet in the middle and put the rest of the magnets in the corners of the main plate with the same orientation what you have here on the screen. Push all the magnets in the base, and with the same logic, push them a little bit below the surface of the print. So once again, the bottom part should slide together without any mechanical problems and lock in the positions of the paper openings. Now you have a final appearance of the test printer NordicLab TP2. You can disassemble the top part with the slots and put the paper in between of the two parts, and by sliding the main frame on top of the base, you can actually locate to the same position on the print. Open the doors, close the doors, and open and close the doors again. I put the magnets on the back side just to have firm connection to your easel. Because most of the easels actually made from metal, it will be quite handy to lock the easel and lock the test printer frame together. If you locate your test printer in any direction and any side of your printer, you can choose where you will sample from your print. You can also move the test printer, or you can use your easel as a navigation on your main table of the enlarger. You open the door, you expose, you close the door, you slide, and so on and so on. You can purchase physical item or digital design for this guide in the description below on my Ko-fi page. And also you can check the video how to use the test printer in your darkroom on my channel in the description below.